on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Friday evening, midnight, and it seems as though the news reports never stop these days. Now, recently, a certain person by the name of William Sullivan, and I met this guy a couple of years ago. He is the founder of P28 high protein bread. Apparently, he was arrested last Friday there. And, when I read the charges itself there, I honestly couldn't believe it there, but then it even gets even worse than that there. So first and foremost there, the sheriff's office went to this house and discovered that, he had a little business going on. He was making more than just dough, but it looks like he was trying to make some extra dough on the side. He had $80,000 in cash, 135 pounds of marijuana. 135 pounds of marijuana, people. I mean, that's trash bags filled of marijuana. That's a lot of marijuana there, to be honest with you. And 55 pounds of cocaine, or cocainum, as Arnold used to say in that movie Red Heat. I mean, that is a lot of freaking drugs that he had there. That's almost $3 million of drugs. Now, that's not even the worst part. That in itself there, that's 20 to 30 years. But here's the biggest thing. Here's how he got busted. Apparently, he got into some sort of argument with his wife. And William Sullivan decides to beat the living shit out of her. Then he ties her up, puts some duct tape on her, stuffs her in a plastic bag a la Melissa from I'm thinking almost that William Sullivan was taking some advice from Craig Titus, but I digress. Put her not only in a plastic bag, also put her in a box as well, and threw her in the trunk of the car and started driving all around Syracuse here. And then, he actually decided to let her go, which of course the wife, naturally, after being tied up, beaten, choked out, and thrown in the car, of course she's going to naturally dial 911. And when the police comes over, Po Billy Club comes over to his house, they're going to find all these drugs. So, honestly, the wife is probably going to be arrested because having all that cocaine in the house along with the marijuana, it would be hard to plead that you didn't know anything about it there as far as I'm concerned. So you can expect the wife to be arrested once she gets out of the hospital here. But here's the thing, guys. This guy had a very successful business. Like I said, I met him before. He seemed to be a nice guy, but you never know what's going on in people's heads or what their financial situation is. But one thing I need to tell you guys is if you're having some financial issues, the last thing you want to do is go into any type of illegal drugs itself there, or by selling it or distributing it there. So, William Sullivan, he's going to do a lot of years there as far as that's concerned. I know they arrested another black guy there, but, that really doesn't make much of a difference here. I mean, putting another black person in prison is like throwing a bucket of water into the Atlantic Ocean. My people certainly needs to do better, but getting back on subject, selling drugs is never a solution to any type of problem there. If you got financial issues there, and, him being the founder of P28 high protein bread, a very popular brand, he simply could have filed for bankruptcy and started over again. It's definitely better than selling all these drugs, and especially it's a lot better than beating your wife. If you have to get to a point where you got to beat the crap out of your wife for any domestic situation, move out of the house. Go to a hotel or something. Get a divorce. But for God's sakes there, don't do this type of stuff there. William Sullivan, he is a physique pro, but by the time he gets out of prison, he'll be competing in the Masters division, over 70 division, in fact. I mean, it's kind of sad to see. Like I said, it's a really sad situation, but I hope you guys learn a serious lesson there from this whole situation. Don't sell marijuana, because marijuana is bad for you. Don't sell cocainum. Cocainum is bad for you. And for God's sake there, if your woman is pissing you off there, go to a hotel, you know. Get some hard liquor, do something there, but don't go and beat your wife, and definitely don't pull a Craig Titus there. You know, that's definitely not going to turn out in your favor there as far as I'm concerned. So, William Sullivan, you know, I certainly wish the best for you, but in this particular case, man, you better get a good lawyer, and I mean a damn good lawyer, because with all these charges, you're going to need one. And that's all I got to say today, people. You guys take care.